Sit down to write a song, and suddenly you're stuck trying to find the perfect chord, the perfect lyric, the perfect idea, and then you end up writing nothing. Well, today, I'm going to try to help you out with that. Hey, y'all, hope you're having a great day. Real quick, I just wanted to give 2 quick tips I use when I'm struggling with perfectionism in my songwriting. You hear that term, perfection is the enemy of the good? It is certainly the case when you're trying to write songs. Let's go ahead and get into our first tip. All right, quick tip number 1 is actually just a question you want to ask yourself. Are the changes I'm making improving the song, or am I just changing things to kind of see what happens? Now, I do think it is important to go back and make edits to your song, especially after that first draft. The first draft is usually pretty raw, and you actually might have a lot of placeholder words and things like that in there. However, it's also possible to overwork the changes in your song to the point that that song no longer is what it was originally. And in the time you spent editing one song, you could have wrote like 2 or 3 more. Just keep this in mind, and this is something I have to remind myself. A good song released is better than a perfect song that never sees the light of day. Good songs become great songs after they're already out. This next tip is something that I've found to help me be a little bit more productive, is to set a time limit on yourself whenever you are writing. For example, sometimes I'll give myself 30 minutes to work on lyrics. At that 30-minute mark, even if I'm in the middle of a lyric or something like that, I stop and I move on. What happens whenever you limit yourself like that is you can end up looking forward to that time you set aside to try to write your lyrics or composition, whatever you're doing. You're going to be much more focused for those 30 minutes instead of essentially kind of meandering for what could be a few hours and not really making any real progress. And focused effort is how we avoid burnout. Unfocused effort is when you finally just say, why am I even doing this? And when you start thinking like that, you're not going to write songs. That's just how it goes. All right, well, those were the 2 tips I had for y'all in order to get through perfectionism and songwriting. Remember that perfection is the enemy of the good. Sometimes you just got to release a good song in the hopes that the next one could be even better. But you got to get through it. If you liked this video, if you found it at all useful, like, subscribe, hit the little bell thingy wherever you see it on your screen. In the description, I have some links to my music if you are interested. Leave a comment with some advice that you might have for me, because I need it. Trust me, I'm learning as much as you guys are when it comes to songwriting. So anyway, have a great rest of your day, and I hope to see you again very soon.